Here, come on. Let me get you up. Hello. Rolo, say hello. Hello to the Thirsty Foreman subscribers. Hello.
You thirsty, partner?
Hello and welcome to the Thirsty Foreman channel. Hope you're enjoying the channel and videos provided. If you are, please like and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content and will hopefully help that algorithm over time. So again, a little bit of a different video. We're not going to be doing any in-depth pub reviews. So yeah, and we're not going to be doing any festivals either. So we are going to be going and we're going to essentially be doing a sort of a home trial or home test. So we're going to be seeing what happens if you don't have that much money, you're a bit tight on cash, and you want to have some decent beer. Where's the best place to go? Is there worth having anything whatsoever? Or is it worth just going sober and not drinking at all? So, concept of this video, we're going to be going to each of the main supermarkets. So it's going to be Tesco, Lidl, Sainsbury's, M&S, Aldi. Going to buy the cheapest beer on offer. We're going to do a sample and a try of each of those, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on each of those, and then give my rating and tell you if any are worth buying at all, or whether you might as well just save your money and drink orange squash instead. So let's get straight into it. So, stop off number one. We are about to head to Morrison's soon. So, yeah, no big supermarkets near me because, closest one is in Timbuktu, I think. But yeah, luckily we've got a few small stores, and yeah, hopefully they've got what we're looking for in there. So, yeah, we're going to go in there in a sec and I'll keep you updated. So we've now finished the stop at Morrison's. So there's a choice of two options there. So I think it was one was called Compton Orchards, I believe it was, and then this one that I've got here, which is the Crumpton Oak Cider. So yeah, it was a little bit tricky between the two of them. Those were the two choices on offer. But you had the bigger bottle of cider that was technically probably cheaper per litre, but was more expensive because there was obviously more quantity there. But this can here was technically cheaper. And as we're doing the premises on like the cheapest beer, if you've not got much money in your pocket at the time, the very, very cheapest is what you're going to want to get. So that's what I factored in mind, and that's what I've got to review Morrison's choices. So now we're outside Asda, and we're going to be checking out, seeing what they've got and seeing what the cheapest stuff is that they got, and go from there. Right, so yes, this one here, I believe it is the cheapest one. So I'll turn the camera around, but essentially, yeah, $2.54 for a pack of 4 of cider. I can't find any own brand beer or any cheaper beer at all, and that, so it's going to have to be that one, I'm afraid. So yeah, again, another cider, but yeah, that's what Asda have got on offer, so that's what we're going to go for. So now we've got the bits from Asda, we're going to be moving on then. Going to get in the car and head towards the next stops, where hopefully we can get Sainsbury's sorted out, get M&S sorted out, and hopefully Lidl and Aldi as well. But in the meanwhile, I've already pre-recorded the Tesco bit, so yeah, going to just go to that point where I've shown you buying what's on offer for Tesco. So the next choice that we've got available, currently in Tesco right now, but if I quickly stop to turn this camera around, we can see that the cheapest beer they've got on offer for a pack of 4 is $2.30 or $1.31 a litre. So we're going to go for that next, and yeah, we're going to test that one for you. So now I've done drives to the next load of supermarkets, which are all relatively grouped quite close together. So now I am outside Lidl, as you can see right now.
So yeah, we're gonna go in there and see what the cheapest stuff they got on offer is, and yeah, and then go and get that. See you in a bit. So now I'm inside Lidl, and I've come across, looking at the beer range, I've come across a beer called Excelsior beer. Well, it's a lager actually that's priced at £2.29 for 4 cans. So yeah, gonna get myself 4 of these bad boys and then move on to the next one. Over and out. So now I'm inside M&S to see what options that they've got here. So I'm thinking it's going to be probably the most expensive budget beers here, but hopefully it's going to be the best though. So, but what I've seen here is this Belgian beer. Yeah. So 440 milliliters, 5%. So yeah, Belgian lager, and it's priced at, I believe it's 180 per can. So yeah, maybe a little bit on the pricier side. You can get like multi packs for a bit cheaper. But yeah, that's what we're going to do to review M&S's budget beer. Next, we're going to be pay up and then move straight on to Sainsbury's, and then finally Aldi, where we'll finish up before we actually get to the proper main part of doing the tasting. Right, so I am in Sainsbury's now, and I've spotted this, the Crown Lager. So this is priced at £2.29 for a pack of 4. So yeah, I'm not gonna be too encouraged by it, but it's the cheapest they got on offer, so we're gonna go for that one. So get that, and then we're on our last stop at Aldi. So now we are at our final stop of the day in Aldi. So we come across the Carter's lager, which I think is the cheapest, again at £2.29 for 4 cans. Doesn't seem to be much variety in terms of price right at the bottom end. Yeah, whether that's just the cheapest, the government is allowed to, well, all shops are allowed to set the price that due to government regulation. But yeah, we've gone for Carter's. Does look suspiciously like Carling, but yeah, so yeah, not looking forward to that. Yeah, can't remember what Carling does taste like, but if I need a reminder, I normally just, would probably have to taste the residue from the dishwasher at the bottom. But yeah, anyway. We're good, got our Carters. That's our final stop of the day. And yeah, next time you see me, I'm going to be at home doing the main review and trying them all. Over and out. Actually, a quick correction on the Audi one. We have just come across, as I was just about to check out, I've come across the Taurus, Taurus cider, which is actually £1.89 a bottle. So yeah, so it's more. I think it's more liquid, and it's cheaper, so that's what we're going to do. Going to try that one instead. So now we are on the main event now. We are doing the tasting now of the various different budget beers that I've got across all of the various different supermarkets. So, right, first of all, number 1, we have got the Tesco beer. And that is the Tesco one is the Ashfield 3.4% lager, coming in at £2.30. Next up, we have the M&S beer, and that is the 5% Belgian lager, and that is priced at £1.80. Then we have got the Sainsbury's original Crown lager, and that is priced. Looking at my notes, the original. So that's the Sainsbury's lager, Crown lager, 3.4% lager as well, and that is priced at £2.29 for a pack of 4. Moving on, we have got then coming in for representing Lidl, we've got the Excelsior, and that is checking my notes, that is again a 3.4% lager, priced again at £2.29, and that's for a pack of 4. And then we coming in representing Asda, we've got a cider. That is this 5% cider at £2.54 for a pack of 4. Then, unfortunately, no Morrison's own brand beers or tipples at all, really. So we had to go for a Crumpton Oak cider, and that was just for the large can on its own. 4 Morrison's 5% cider at £1.25. And then finally, representing Aldi, we've got the Tower cider. Not looking forward to that at all, I can't lie, but it's a 4.5% cider at £1.89, £1.89 a bottle. that was on offer. Can't remember the original price off the top of my head, but I'll post that on the screen for you now. Yes, we before we do the tasting, I'm going to introduce you to a special guest. If he wants to be on camera, but he might be a bit shy. Rolo, Rolo, come up here, come up here, come up here. Come on, I'll get you up. Rolo, come up here. Come on, let me get you up. Hello. Rolo, say hello. Hello to the Thirsty Foreman subscribers. Hello. I've been given the duty of looking after him for the day, so I thought might as well get him on here as my first special guest on the Thirsty Foreman channel. So anyway, before we get going, yeah, you sit there, Rolo. Sit, be a good boy. Let's get going and do the tasting. Right. So it's going to. We've made sure before we started, I made sure all of them are chilled to make sure they're at their very, very best. To give them a good fighting chance at least. So let's get going then. Cracking open the Tesco. Right, so and having a little look at Tesco's. So I've tried to do my best to get a good pour, but you can let me know in the comments whether that's a good pour or whether I've mucked that up. So then moving on to the next beer. We have got the M&S. This is the M&S one. So let me just get that side of the way and get my notes together. So then the next one, the M&S Belgian Lager. There we go. I think what I originally was going to do, I was going to crack them all open at one go, and then I was just going to taste them one by one. But I think as we started to notice, the head has already started to die down. So I think try and get them at their best. I'm just going to crack it open now, then taste, then crack open the next one, taste, so on and so forth. So let's get going with this first one. Sorry, our special guest is no longer interested in the channel. So yeah, must be already quenched. Anyway, moving on then. First beer, we have got the Tesco Ashfield 3.4% lager. Golden in colour. Bit like not sure about that. Looks a bit suspicious. Yeah, maybe what my sample might look like. Yeah, night after a night on the beers. So, anyway, let's give it a go. Cheers. Give it a proper taste. Oh, geez. You know. Right. So the BrewDog. What do I think? First of all, yes, it's gassy. It's got the bubbles. It's got that, but yeah, the taste. I must admit, yeah, it's not for me. It's just definitely got a not very nice taste. Yeah, I can't lie to you. Could I drink it if I was really, really desperate? That's what I'm trying to think here, because that's the whole premise of the video. Can we drink it if we are desperate for a beverage and we're parched? I don't know, possibly, but that's just our first one. That's just a bit of a benchmark. Let's see the rate. Yeah, I might have to come back to just to go on the rating. Yeah, we'll come back to that at least. But moving on then, beer number 2, the M&S one. So already just looking at the colour, this looks a lot more promising at least. It doesn't look as dark and as suspicious as that first one. Yeah, and so you could see when I did the pour, it did have a nice head. Still got a reasonably nice head for a lager. Yeah, don't know if you can see that. I'll try and go in so you can see that on the camera, but it has got a good amount of bubbles to it. But anyway, right, let's chit chat, more tasting. Let's go. I'm not sure about that, actually. I thought I was going to be going in initially just through first judgments. I thought this was going to be the standout one, well, at least compared to all the others, let alone just this first one from Tesco. Well, I must admit, though, I don't know if I do prefer this Tesco one. No, 180. Yeah, 180 just for a small can. I'm not massively impressed with that. I was expecting a lot better. Yeah, so let's do a first taste. Oh, yeah. Well, all right, so tasted that one. Tasted that one. That one's got a bit more of a bitter aftertaste. I must say, not too sure the reason why. I don't know. Possibly the higher alcohol content. This is a 5% Belgian lager, and this is a 3.4% lager. But what do I think? I don't know. I think if it's tricky. I think I'm going to have to put this one above it. I think so. It's controversial, but yeah, the Tesco one goes above the M&S one for now. Yeah. So then moving on then to Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's Original Crown Lager. Let's crack this bad boy open. Maybe due to, well, okay, first impressions, obviously due to the pour. Yes, I've generated a reasonably good head. Well, I think I've done a good pour if I do say so myself. But looking at this does look suspiciously very similar to the Tesco one. So the ones that are put down as 3.4% and that are priced very, very similar, if not identical, I do think it's a little bit suspicious. Do I think they're all exactly the same beer, just brewed by the same brewer in-house and just stuck different labels on? It's a very good possibility. But yeah, let's give it a go, see if I think it's identical to the Tesco. Yeah. No, no, taste Tesco again. Yeah, they literally taste identical. Those two actually do taste identical. So therefore, these two rank at the top because I think they're exactly the same. Then followed by the M&S. Then right, I'm gonna do the ratings at the end. I think just to round it off. But I just want to get the rankings first and then the exact ratings after. But then we move on then to Lidl's representation, and that is the Excelsior Lager. Excelsior Lager, if I remember rightly, checking back over my notes, yet again 3.4% lager, priced at £2.29 for a pack of 4. So I'm expecting exactly the same results as the Tesco and the Sainsbury's, priced at £2.30 for a pack of 4 and £2.29 for a pack of 4. That's identical, and that's a penny more. Let's crack it open, see what we get. Oh, and for any people watching on the channel, so they might recognise that the glass that I'm on, glass that I'm drinking out of for the football team that I'm currently playing for in my Monday league. If you're watching, you know who you are. Looking at that, I don't know if it is a bit lighter or if it's just the glass. It may be a tad bit lighter. Just looking at, looking at it, it does look at. Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think it may be the glass. Actually, looking back at it, I do think it's exactly the same colour. All right. And again, yeah, this really does highlight what I do believe. I believe the Tesco, the Sainsbury's, the Lidl, exactly the same. So, but anyway, let's try that. Give my verdict on it. Oh, might need to go back to these two because I don't know if I had a slightly different aftertaste. I think these two were a bit bitter, but that I had obviously it's not nice at all, huh? So I think you're gonna have to bear with me. Look, I'm having big gulps all the time, and it's tasting very, very. Oh, I think I could brew something myself. Yeah, I think I could brew a lot better myself if you're catching my drift. But yeah, right, let's try the Sainsbury's, and then we'll compare the Lidl, and then we'll just clarify in my head that I think that they taste the same. Really, I don't know if it's. I'm trying to be a bit of a beer connoisseur and a beer snob on stuff that's not meant to be that much of a connoisseur about. Uh, oh, honestly, I think I'm really struggling to taste that much difference in that. I think I'm trying too hard to find a difference in that. So I do think they're exactly the same. And that's I'm gonna I might maybe do that in the future. I will try and track down and hunt down, are all of these beers actually the same? Because in my head they are the same, they taste the same, and therefore I think at the end I'm going to be ranking and rating them exactly the same. Therefore I'm going to put all of these as the top three for now. So joint first, and this one all the way down in fourth at the minute. So M&S. Yeah, I think you need to pick up your A game on your cheapest lagers. If you want people to be coming back and trying them. But anyway, moving on to the ciders now. So I didn't actually mean to bunch them specifically into lagers and ciders, but that's just how the cookies crumbled in this on this time. So yeah, moving on then. Asda's representing the cider original, 5%. And checking back on my notes, this is priced at 5%. Sorry, this is priced at £2.54, should I say, the 5% cider. So £2.54 for a pack of 4. So yeah, let's crack it open and see what we think. Yeah, sorry if you can hear any noise at all. We just got our special guest rummaging around and not really wanting to be on camera. So it's a terrible pour. Don't think I should be a barman anytime soon, but yeah, never mind. So anyway, yeah, so for a cider, I don't know. Yeah, it's looking. Maybe for a cider, I don't know if I want it. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look great, and immediately it did fizz away to be no head whatsoever. did try to get a good head on it. Didn't turn out to be the case. Anyway, moving on then. So, right, let's try the cider. Cheers. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's tart. Oh, tart and a very strong taste of wee wee. Yeah. Oh, I'm not a fan of that at all. I'd much rather have all of these over that any time of the week. So, yeah, top 3, 4th, 5th so far. Oh, bloody horrible. Right. Moving on then. So to representing Morrison's, I've got the Crumpton Oaks. Don't know if it's a bit fair because it's not actually like Morrison's own brand. I don't know. It's just what Morrison's had in the corner shop. That's what we got to go for with the limitations of the video. But let me know in the comments, have you been to Morrison's before? Well, like the big version supermarket. If so, have you come across any own brand, Tiffles? And if so, what has the cheapest ones been? So I can maybe look into it and maybe do a part 2 of this video, so where I can look at some other ones that I haven't tried out. Anyway, let's crack it open. Let's find out. So the Morrison's, it's a Crumpton Oaks 5% cider, priced at £1.25 for this can. So. It says it's a pint can, but I'm struggling to fit it all in. I don't know, maybe they're a bit generous on the sizings, but you're right. Okay, let's go then. Yeah, just looking at the colour, I think I prefer the colour. If we compare that right now, but side by side against the Asda, against Asda's own brand, representing. It's got larger bubbles to it, so I don't know if it's picking up on the camera right now, but if it's not, just a bit of a description on the bubbles. These are larger bubbles, whereas this has got a bit, the Asda one has got a bit of a fizz, but just in the middle, and that's it. I think obviously I'm not gonna get too giddy and too carried away, but yeah, I think this is going to be a bit more hopeful than just drinking the Asda own one. Cheers. Ooh. Okay, that's initially it was a bit sharp, but overall that's relatively allowable, I think. Yeah, if I'm comparing it, I think that beats a lot. Obviously, I think it blows the pants off of Asda's own brand, but I think it definitely beats all of the lagers as well. So I think I'd happily put that down if I was a bit short on the cash, and I wanted a very, very cheap alcoholic drink. I think I've got to put that top of the tree at the minute. That's my updated rankings at the minute. This top, these 3 joint second, and I'm going to put that so joint second, so second, third, fourth, this in 5th, and then this in 6th, and then finally the final one, representing Aldi, I've got the Taurus. A little bit of backstory on the Taurus. I remember the last time I drank Taurus, it was a fruit. I think it was the fruit version. So basically, Aldi's version of Strongbow dark fruits, and I remember having that. And I think I was sick as a dog after that. But whether that was due to the actual Taurus itself or me just drinking it like a dick, I don't know. Probably a bit of both. I think, at least a bit of both, anyway. But Yeah, moving on then, but this is the Taurus original. Let's give it a go. Oh, I thought it would come off, but we got these silly woke caps that won't come off anyway. But all right, so coming on to the Taurus. Just checking my notes. The Taurus from Aldi, 4.5% cider, and for this whole big bottle, massive bottle, I think £1.89. So, and I think it's a 2 litre bottle. It is indeed a 2 litre bottle, £1.89. That was on offer, so it wasn't too much shaved off of it. I know it was still under £2 for this bottle when it wasn't on offer. But yeah, let's go and fill up the glass, see how it pours, and then we'll try it. Oh, let's give it a go. So, oosh, 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 oosh. Right. Okay. Right. First impressions. If I'm looking at the colour of the glass, oh, sorry about that. So all this drinking, drinking a beer and cider, getting a bit gassy, I must say. Huh? No. Anyway, right. Let's chit chat. So looking at the glass, if I'm comparing the colour, it's a bit darker. If I'm comparing the ciders to both the Crumpton Oaks by Morrison's and the Asda own brand, it's looking maybe, I think, very similar to that, if not maybe slightly darker. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. It's definitely darker to the Crumpton Oaks, that representing Morrison's. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing. If it's a bit dark when it comes to cider, I'm not sure if that's going to be more along the lines of piss or not. Yeah, let's give it a while. Why not? Let's give it a go. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's sharp. Oh, no, that's horrific. No. Yeah, that's really not nice. Yeah. I think if I'm comparing, I think I've got to put that bottom of the pile. That's when I'm drinking cider. I want it to be sweet. At least, yeah, have a notes of sweetness to it. And I'm like, I can't catch any of that at all. And it's like, I've never tried drain cleaner, but I think drain cleaner's got to. If I'm guessing, that's probably got to be better or up there with Taurus at the minute. So that's got to be bottom of the pile. So, okay, so if I'm thinking about it, final rankings. So doing the final rankings now. Morrison's, I think it clears it with the Crumpton Oaks. Then followed after that by the, what was it? So that was it. Yep. So the Crumpton Oaks, then followed by the cool. This is a bit funny. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember what it was. So when the beer starts to get to your head a little bit. Obviously, yeah, people are going to call me a lightweight in the comments, but you go ahead and do that. But yeah, ranking. So I'm just trying to remember the Asda one compared to the lagers, compared to the identical lagers, shall I say? And I think, yeah, that was it. I do remember that the Asda one wasn't nice at all. So I remember I put Crumpton Oaks first, then I put the 3 identical ones second. Crumpton Oaks. Let's have a think. I'm going to give that a Crumpton Oaks. I'm going to give that a 4.3. Yeah. Crumpton Oaks gets 4.3. Going to note that down. Bear me 2 seconds. So Crumpton Oaks for Morrison's, 4.3 out of 10. Then followed by the 3 lagers. I'm going to give that 4.3. Yeah, the lagers. I don't think the lagers can be. I don't think the lagers can be breached in the 4 mark. So yeah, lagers. I think they're going to be. Yeah, I don't like the lagers at all, to be honest with you. I think the lagers have got to be yeah, I'm going to give the lagers a 3.3 for the lagers for each. So for each of the Tesco, Sainsbury's, and Lidl representative, 3.3 for both of those. So I'm going to be writing those down. So 3.3, 3.3, and then finally the 3.3. Then after that, the M&S one, I remember coming in next. Give that one more while just to really make sure I'm going to give it a good, fair, representative score. It's close, but I don't think. But because I do think it's worse than those, I'm going to be giving that a 3.2. Yeah, 3.2 is my verdict on that one. 3.2 over 10. Then we've got finally the Asda cider. Oh, they're really sharp, nasty aftertaste. Yeah, that gets a 3 on the nose for me for the Asda one. And then finally the Taurus. Oh, I remember trying that and that was absolutely vile. But yeah, just to make sure, we're gonna make sure we get a fair representation of it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that is honestly, I think I'd rather drink petrol than that, I can't lie. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Can it be more than a 0? I don't think I can give that more than a 0. That's actually vile. Yeah. I think Taurus original gets the first on this channel gets that smack on 0 out of 10. And that's my final verdict on that. I don't care it's 1.89 a bottle. I want at least look. Yeah, I want to at least. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, unless you do something out of it, but do something with it. I don't know, but drinking that normally. Yeah. Sorry. Apologies for the sound once again. So, Rolo, stop that with a pot. Come on, we got viewers here. Come on, be on your best behaviour, mate. Come on. Yeah, that is my final verdicts on all of the beers. So, if I was going to basically to go away, I think if you're really desperate, the Crumpton Oak cider might sort you out if you're short of a bob or two. But other than that, I would just stay sober, to be honest with you. So, and that's kind of my main takeaway from that. Anyway, sorry for waffling on, and yeah, it may have dragged on a little bit, but yeah, let me know what you think. How have you enjoyed this content? I know it's a little bit left field again from what we've been doing in terms of the in-depth pub reviews. So I've been trying to mix it up, not to do the same sort of stuff. So yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed that, whether you want more of that type of content, whether I do it the other way around. I'm going to try the supermarket's most expensive beers, maybe. And we just do something exactly the same, but with the most expensive ones. Or maybe just do something, yeah, potentially a little bit different. I don't know, like the Aldi and Lidl counterparts compared to the main brands. That's another one that I've had in mind. So if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It means the absolute world to me as I'm trying to grow it, trying to grow the channel and think, yeah, last time I've checked, I think we're well on our way to getting our first 100. Yeah, our first 100 viewers. Well, first 100 subscribers, should I say. If we can get that, I will be doing a special, maybe along the lines of Spoons pub, Spoons, Spoons Q&A, or Spoons sort of hour session where you can, donate any sort of vile, horrible drinks that you want to, or something else along those lines as well. Anyway, thank you very much. Once again, sorry for the waffling, maybe sorry for the background noise due to my special guest not wanting to make too much of an appearance, but other than that, thank you, and over and out.